Makerspaces and technology and learning. What is a makerspace? This video will answer that for us. In more detail, what is a makerspace? According to Makerspaces.com, a makerspace is a collaborative workspace inside a school, library, or separate public facility for making, learning, exploring, and sharing that uses high technology tools. And these spaces are open to kids, adults, and entrepreneurs and have a variety of maker equipment, including 3D printers, laser cutters, CNC machines, soldering irons, and even sewing machines. Makerspaces introduce equipment and tools. Makerspaces introduce equipment the average person generally does not have access to, especially high-tech equipment and tools. They are learning centers designed around creativity, innovation, exploration, and building entrepreneurial skills. They are collaboration centers, focusing on how cooperative and peer learning enhances the skills of the individuals involved, as well as the team. So what do they look like? That answer varies from center to center, but they all have one thing in common. They are designed to be user-friendly, engaging, interactive, and offer hands-on learning. Here are a few examples of what makerspaces can look like. Next, how do makerspaces support your learner's process for learning? In a space where making rather than consuming is the focus, participants drive their own learning. They explore their interests and passions while trying out new tasks and ideas, furthering their skill sets. Within a school environment, makerspaces teach not only how to use modern and advanced technology, they teach how tech can be used to inspire the creative process, not just create the products. Learners engage in problem solving, inspiration, ideation, implementation, all aided by technology. Exploration, making mistakes, trial and error, these are all tactics and part of the problem solving process. When I imagine my future role as an academic advisor and career counselor, I get excited to picture how makerspaces will support my future learners. Trying new things while exploring current interests and honing in on a passion is a major part of choosing a career path. I would encourage students to try everything at least once and then narrow down their interests and begin to dedicate their time towards a skill they could genuinely improve upon and relate to their future careers. For example, I would encourage students who enjoy physical activity in the outdoors to try to learn a bit of computer programming, maybe even design a rudimentary app for tracking some of their athletic accomplishments, such as running times or field goals. When students can link new concepts to things they enjoy and understand, they are more likely to engage. How do makerspaces support their learners' evidence and final products of learning? In many cases, the final products that come out of makerspaces would not even exist if it were not for the dedicated and high-tech spaces. Students have the opportunity to turn their ideas into creations in ways that are not possible in standard classrooms through the provided technology. For example, after learning about the mediums used, and the programs required to create an object, things such as toys created by 3D printers would not exist without such dedicated creative centers. These spaces and access to the tools and equipment they provide allows for entire new products to be made, and the equipment itself sparks all kinds of learning opportunities. When students are able to use tools to create objects and products, they gain an interest in the equipment they use. For example, for many, using a 3D printer begs the question, but how does it work? These kinds of questions open doors to multitudes of STEM learning possibilities. Therefore, not only do makerspaces encourage creation, they empower learners to go deeper, look behind the scenes, and keep wanting to know more. As supporting evidence, here's an artifact that can be generated within Makerspace. This item was designed and created using woodworking tools. I hope you have gained an understanding of how makerspaces and technology in learning can support learners. Thank you for listening and learning about makerspaces. Here's a list of resources used throughout this presentation. I hope you leave feeling inspired.